There are a lot of different myths about OCD that I'd like to spend some time helping to debunk today. Number one, people with OCD don't just clean things all of the time. And unlike what you might see on television shows, it isn't about them going around and putting things in order all of the time as well, too. Sure, that is a part of OCD, but it is a small subset of the ways that OCD really does present itself. One of the most common things that we see in OCD are fears, what if I were to harm someone, actually? But you don't really see that on television shows or in movies. So let's spend some time here discussing what OCD really is versus what the public perception of OCD is. First of all, OCD is not just a personality quirk. Telling someone, I'm so OCD, is in many ways belittling OCD. Because OCD is considered one of the top 10 most disabling disorders in the world. You would never want to say to someone who has OCD, oh, you know what? I have a little OCD too. The reality is, all of us have various quirks or things that we do. Some of us might check the garage door twice. Some of us might jiggle the lock more than other people do. But when we're looking at what is obsessive compulsive disorder, it's typically an hour more of your day is spent doing these things and feeling really, really overwhelmed if one of those things cannot be done or neutralized. Other things that we might see. OCD isn't just about going around and cleaning surfaces. And if it is about cleaning, it isn't just about my own fear of getting contaminated. My fear might be that I would pass contamination on to somebody else. So then I would spend a great deal of time cleaning to be sure that you don't become contaminated by me. There may be multiple reasons why people have to straighten things out in certain ways. And when people do that, it can actually cause significant interference in their lives. I knew someone who spent over 6 months arranging her dining room perfectly, getting all the plates, all the silverware, all the glasses in exactly the right spot. And then she roped the dining room off. No one ever used it ever again. Here was an entire part of her home that was never used again, but at least she could look upon it and think, well, at least it's perfect. Other myths about OCD is that we would be able to tell someone, just stop thinking about something, and they would be able to do that. Of course, that's pretty impossible to do. If I told you, don't think about a stuffed penguin, would you be able to stop thinking about it? Probably not. So people don't have the ability to just stop thinking about something, even though they may want to. And we may see that there are people who have significant OCD, but it isn't actually diagnosed. And just because it's not diagnosed doesn't mean you don't have OCD. You may very well, and if you think that you might have OCD, I would encourage you to reach out to us at NoCD and see if we might be able to help you discover if OCD is something that's actually going on in your life. And we can do that through a very thorough diagnostic assessment with you. If anything we've talked about today sounds like you, and you wonder if maybe obsessive compulsive disorder might be a part of your life, we'd be happy to work with you to see if that's the case. If you'd like, reach out to our care team. They'll set up a time for you to meet with one of our therapists. We will do a very thorough diagnostic interview with you to see if obsessive compulsive disorder might be something that's going on in your life. And if it is, we will develop a treatment plan with you to really get you the therapy that you need to help keep OCD at bay and make it just a part of your life and not the thing that controls your life.